Yes guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's podcast, I'm going to try and predict the winner of Euro 2024 by using the Telegraph Euros predictor. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So in Group A, there is Germany, Scotland, Hungary and Switzerland. I think Germany will top the group. It will be difficult between Hungary and Switzerland, but I do think Switzerland just have that extra bit of quality compared to Hungary. Hungary will finish third, and unfortunately for Scotland, I think they'll finish fourth. I think Germany, especially this is their home Euros, I think they will be doing well. Rudiger at the back with Niklas Süle or Mats Hummels if he's still in there, Jonathan Tah. I think Neuer has played very, very well for Bayern this season, even though Bayern have conceded the league to Bayer Leverkusen this year. Switzerland, they got the Bundesliga winner with Xhaka. I think they've still got Shaqiri, who plays for Chicago Fire now. They still got players like Jan Sommer, Bril Embolo, so I do think they have enough quality to finish second behind Germany. For Hungary, obviously they got Dominik Szoboszlai from Liverpool, but apart from that, they don't really have much else or really well-known players for that matter. But they do have an up-and-coming left-back who plays for Bournemouth in the form of Milos Kerkez, who I think is really, really good. I do think they will finish third. Scotland might finish third, but I do think they will finish fourth. They do have players like Robertson, Tierney, McTominay, but I don't think Scotland will have enough, and their style of play, I do not feel they will beat Switzerland or Hungary. Group B has Spain, Croatia, Italy and Albania. This is definitely the group of death with Spain, Croatia and Italy. Unfortunately, I do think Albania will finish fourth. But in my opinion, I do think Spain will finish top. With the players they have at the moment, they've got Nico Williams coming up, Inaki Williams. Their midfield is still very strong as well. They've got players like Pedri, they've got Gavi. But this is not the strongest Spain squad either, just like Croatia, who I do think will finish second. They're going through a phase of where their world-class players are getting slightly older. For example, like Modric and Rakitic. But they do still have Kovacic and obviously Guardiola at the back, who has been really well for City this season as well. Italy, I think, will finish third. Italy have lost their legendary back two in Chiellini and Bonucci, but they do have Bastoni, who plays for Inter Milan, who did win the league this year with them. They've also got players like Moretti coming through, still got Chiesa, Moise Kean. They still have Verratti from PSG, Barella, Jorginho, but it's just whether or not they can combine together because they didn't qualify for the last World Cup. That definitely plays a factor into it. We'll see if Italy can qualify second, but I do think they'll qualify third. And then obviously, unfortunately for Albania, I do think they will finish fourth. Moving on to Group C and England's group. I think the England starting 11 is a very interesting factor. I think this is Southgate's last tournament, as it should be, because he's had enough time with the players now. So he should be aiming to win the Euros, to England to finish top. I think Denmark to finish second. They've got players like Damsgaard, Ajer. I think Schmeichel's still in goal for them. Serbia. And then I think Slovenia will finish fourth. Moving down to Group D. I think France will easily win the group. I think they'll comfortably beat the Netherlands, but they do have players like Van Dijk, De Ligt, Ake, Dumfries at the back, who, to be fair, that back line is very, very strong. Frimpong can push further forward as he plays right wing back, or he could play right wing. They've got Frankie de Jong, Xavi Simons coming through as well. So I do think they have a very, very strong squad. But I do think France, obviously, runners up in the World Cup and the previous World Cup winners before that, they will be too strong for them. I do think Austria will finish third. And I think Poland will finish fourth. On paper, Poland have a really good team with Lewandowski, Matty Cash, Szczesny. But the way they played in the World Cup, their style of play is just not good enough. And I do think Austria will beat them in the group. Group E, Belgium, I think will finish top. Although Belgium aren't as strong as they used to be, they still have good players. Lukaku's still there. Obviously, De Bruyne is still there. Courtois, if he comes back fit. They still have Vertonghen playing at the back. De Baas is quite good as well. Tielemans and Anna in midfield for them. I do think they are a strong side. But they will finish top in the group. I think Ukraine will finish second, Romania third, and Slovakia will finish fourth. And the final group of Group F, Portugal will walk the group. Their squad is just unbelievable. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Rafael Leao, Cristiano Ronaldo, Andre Silva, Diogo Jota as well. Their backline is still going strong with Pepe still playing for them. They've got an up-and-coming goalkeeper, Diogo Costa, and an up-and-coming centre-half to partner Pepe, Antonio Silva, as well as Rafa Guerreiro at the back as well, João Cancelo. Their team is incredibly strong all over the park. I think Turkey will finish second, Czech Republic third, and Georgia fourth. Just like the last Euros, a third place team will go through. It will be difficult to predict who will go through because it matters about the goals scored and the games won. I do think Italy will be the best third place team. Then we Austria, And then I think Hungary. It's difficult, I think, between Serbia and Czech Republic, but I'm going to go with Serbia, Czech Republic, and then Romania are the last third place team. So moving on to the round of 16. So for my predictions, that leaves Germany versus Denmark. I do think Germany are a very strong side, and especially with home advantage, they will beat Denmark, and that is a very big rivalry. I'm going to go with Croatia versus Switzerland. I'm going to go with Croatia. I think they will have too much quality for Switzerland. It'll be a tight game trying to keep the ball both teams in midfield. But I do think Croatia have the stronger players. But I do think Croatia do have the stronger players up top, like Petkovic, Perisic is still there, and Kramaric. Spain, Italy, I do think Spain will dominate that game, and I do think they will triumph over Italy. England, Serbia. England, I think, need to win. I do think England will definitely win against Serbia. It's a matter of time when England will score and break down that Serbia backline. Portugal, Hungary. I think Portugal will win. Their team will be too strong for Hungary. I think Netherlands will beat Ukraine. Belgium will beat Austria, and France versus Turkey. So I do think, apart from Switzerland, Croatia, and Spain versus Italy, I do think all of those round of 16 games will be quite straightforward for those teams I had chosen. But now we look into the quarterfinals, and the games from there will get really, really good. So quarterfinals: Germany versus Spain, Portugal versus Netherlands, Belgium versus France, England versus Croatia. So the way I predicted it, Germany versus Spain is the first game. So I do think home advantage plays a major factor in these types of tournaments. So I do think Germany will win against Spain. Portugal, in my opinion, will have too much for the Netherlands, especially with the creativity that Portugal have to provide Ronaldo those goals. And if Ronaldo gets a chance, you can bet your house on it that he's going to finish. Belgium versus France. A few years ago in the World Cup, in the 2018 World Cup, it was settled on an Umtiti header, I think. But Belgium were a lot stronger back then. So I do think France will quite easily win and dominate the ball. England versus Croatia is a rematch from when we got knocked out by Croatia in the semi-finals. I do think England are younger than Croatia, up and coming. There's not as many good players coming through for Croatia, although there's obviously Gvardiol for them. But I do think England will triumph in the quarterfinals. That leaves Germany versus Portugal. As I've been saying throughout the podcast, Germany have a home advantage, but I don't think that will matter against Portugal, because Portugal, I think, will dominate the ball, and then they will finish their chances with Ronaldo, Leao, Bernardo Silva. They'll keep it with Bruno, Paulinho as well in midfield. And at the back, they are very, very strong as well. I think stronger than Germany, so I will choose Portugal. France and England. This might be my England bias playing through, but the players we have now, such as Bellingham, who I think can make a massive difference. Foden's coming to his own this season, as well as Cole Palmer, who I do think should start for England. I do think England will win. And then it'll be an England-Portugal final where they played in the 2004 Euros. And again, it's my England bias here, but I do think England, for Southgate at least, it is a must-win game for him. If he doesn't win the Euros this summer, he's had 3 tournaments now where he's come close and bottled it at the last minute. So I do think England will. So I do think the winners of the Euros 2024 in Germany, England will win. And it also says here 22% of players also predicted England to win, probably most from England. The most predicted to win by readers of the Telegraph are France with 24%, England with 22%, and Germany with 13%. Also, obviously, Portugal are obviously not in the top 3, but I do think they will come second. But it will be a very close game, very tight, and it will be down to one moment of magic from a player or a mistake in a big game like a Euros final. So if you did enjoy that video of my Euros 2024 prediction in Germany this summer, make sure you subscribe if you did enjoy that video. So that brings me to the end of the prediction video of the Euros this summer. If you did enjoy that video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget, I'll see you later for more.